She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. I already so cold in my blood is. I see past pretty faces, so I got trouble trusting. But I let my guard down for you. Said I put my guard down for you.
To have you with us for the playoffs on 2K Sports. It's game one. We're ready to tip it off in just moments. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. You look at New York.
Well, more than anything, they're looking to avoid a letdown. Sometimes you get home court advantage and you maybe take your foot off the pedal a little. But they do not want to start slow and give their opponent confidence.
Now here's Westbrook. You take a look at the Knicks. They want to make a statement here in the first game of the series.
Well, coming out strong is the best way to set the tone. A big win can last deeper into the playoffs as well.
You look at Westbrook's career, he has always been that guy, a triple-double machine who works hard on both sides of the ball night after night. Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Pass to Mutombo. Robinson in the post. Now here's Wallace. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Nowitzki. And it's New York with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
So it's Boston now. After New York picked up the three with their last shot. Down low. Good morning. Throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Pass to Houston. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound and get it back up.
They set a pick. Here's Nowitzki. Gets an open look and hits it.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Pass to Mutombo. Outside Robinson to the paint. Fires it. Blocked! And out of bounds. Boston will have it. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Westbrook, and they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. From downtown, and it's New York with a rebound. Pass to Houston. Puts it up from 17. Up again. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possession, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sideline with every offensive goal.
Nowitzki, that one's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Robinson. Clock at 6. Here's Phillips. Connects from downtown.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Pass to Nowitzki. Fires from deep. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Nowitzki's got 7 points in the game. Here's Houston. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Here's Nowitzki. No good off the glass. New York leading by 3. For 3. Got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen away. There's a screen. 1:14 left in the first. Pass to Robinson. New York working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And here's Westbrook. To the inside. Nowitzki. Wallace pulls it in.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Nowitzki. 7 points in the game. No good. 3 for 7 shooting so far. To the right side. Jacks up a 3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. Boston trails by 9. Will it go? And And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Nowitzki's got 9 points.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, he's going to continue to shoot it.
New York shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. There's 10 seconds left in the first. Adebayo sets the screen. Here's Westbrook. And jams it home. Westbrook.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
That was sweet. And so it's New York, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And time for us to get back into it. Here in game one. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And he's gone for the lob. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Puts up the 8-footer. The kick out to Brunson. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Let's go with a 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Rivers. Pass to Stoudemire. Always a nice way to start, and takes his first one.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Adebayo grabs the board. Boston trails by 6. Here's Stoudemire. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Here's Stoudemire.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Stoudemire. Just 5 on the clock. Oh! Wow! That was finish right there!
What a finish.
Wow.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
And here's Brunson. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Over Adebayo. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
That's to Stoudemire. Left side Adebayo. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's Marin. Smith controls the rebound and the putback. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
Adebayo, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
A nice shot by Smith.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Here's Rivers. Pass to Nembhard. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Now here's Brunson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Person. He's guarded by Nembhard. New York working the ball around now. And here's Brunson from the arc. Boston pulls it in. 1:39 left to play in the first half. Adebayo up top. Back to Rivers. That's to Stoudemire. And he slams it in one-handed.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And here's Brunson from the arc. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Stoudemire. Fires from the wing. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection. Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
The shot by Stoudemire, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Antetokounmpo outside. The shot comes out.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
To the middle. Here's Kamara. That's to Stoudemire. Hits a three-pointer. Stoudemire's got 13.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And it's Brunson missing. It could go. And so it's New York closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Back to the game after this break. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. And it's Westbrook with the ball for Boston. They trail by 7. Pass to Mourning. Here's Nowitzki. Goes up from the top of the key. And he drops that one in. 11 points in the game.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Here's Houston. Pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped. Here's Westbrook. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
So good at finding the angles of drive. Westbrook is as fast as he is agile.
Here's Mutombo. And here's Robinson. Here's the pick. And the layup is good off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Out to the wing. Pass to Nowitzki. Beyond the arc. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Mourning. Here's Nowitzki. He's got 14. So they take the lead. Westbrook's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
I just love the ball movement.
Wallace outside. To the inside. And Boston pushing it up now. Pass to Nowitzki. Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. So it's Boston now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. takes it inside. Here's Mourning.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Off with the layup. Here's Mutombo. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Pass to Dumars. Now here's Westbrook. Picked it out of midair. And Billups gets it to go. Billups has got 8. So it's Boston now. It's a 3-point game. Westbrook outside. Here's Nowitzki. Watched by Wallace. Tries a spin move. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by Boston.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And Billups gets it to go.
Well, the defense allowed that. He had a clear path to the cup.
Down low. Oh, deflected. And again, New York running the court in transition. The rebound by Nowitzki. Boston trails by 5. A minute 58 left in the third. Goes up on the wing. Mutombo with the rebound. And New York has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Right wing. They set the pick. Snatched away. And Boston pushing it up now. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Knicks.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get sacked.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Boston making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Billups. He's got 10. 1:33 left to play in the third. Drives to the hoop. Here's Houston. Here's Mutombo. Boston pulls it in. Dumars. Outside Adebayo. The putback. Pass to Nowitzki. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The over and back call, always avoidable.
It's a lack of focus. That's all it is. But it can be a wake-up call for teams that have gotten too careless. But rules are rules.
Here's Houston. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Houston. Pounded by Westbrook. Inside. And stolen by Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen. Nowitzki. And he hits the jumper. Nowitzki's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
12 seconds left in the third. Here's Billups. Shoots over Westbrook. Billups' shot is off. Doesn't go for him. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Great. To have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. And here's New York now. They've led by as much as 10. Outside Brunson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Here's Marin. Six on the shot clock. Outside Brunson. There's the triple.
With the wingspan over 7 feet, Adebayo is a hard guy to score on.
Here's Stoudemire. Pass to Rivers to take the lead. He drops it from range. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Brunson. Offline with a 3. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. On the wing, Nembhard. There's a screen. That's to Stoudemire. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Knicks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Brunson. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
And finished off by Adebayo.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
New York working the ball around now. The kick out to Brunson. From the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. So it's Boston now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. There's a screen by Kamara. Pass to Nembhard. Outside Adebayo. They grab their own miss. Here's Rivers. And here's Kamara. On the wing, Nembhard. Here's Rivers. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
New York making a switch here. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Both teams will make substitutions. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. In the huddle, he reminded them, quote, "This would be a huge statement if we can finish this off, but we have to stay focused until that final buzzer. It would be a big upset. They can hold on, guys."
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Nowitzki. Takes a 13-footer. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. to take the lead. Outside Brunson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Westbrook outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Yes! Using that window!
If you let Russ operate in the pick and roll, he will make quality decisions.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Buries it from outside!
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Billups. Outside Brunson. From deep. Oh, it misses.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Here's Mourning. The jumper. Knicks trail by 7. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Brunson. Let's loose for 3. Goes again. Antetokounmpo. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Westbrook with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Westbrook with it. Here's Dumars. The release. Robinson rips down the board. And here's New York now. 7-point differential.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Fires the 3. Knocks down the trifecta. So we see Boston get the win here. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah.
And I can leave a party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love. Without ever letting you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love. Without ever letting you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Without ever letting you know. Caught up in my teeth. Tastes like money when I speak. Caught up in my teeth. And I miss you in the basement. Yeah, caught up in my teeth. Bodies on the pavement. Oh.
Playoff basketball here on 2K Sports. Game 2, we're bringing it to you live. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. We'll see the New York Knicks facing the home team. Taking a look at Boston.
Well, there are no easy games in the playoffs, and a closeout can be extra challenging. These guys need to stay focused and make sure they don't waste an opportunity to effectively put these guys away.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him in the foul right away.
Here's Billups. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Taking a look at Boston. You feel like they'll get stronger as the series goes on.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that makes all the necessary adjustments. They do a great job of learning from mistakes and patching up holes.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nowitzki. Uses the glass to drop it in.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Wait, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Billups. Here's Houston. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance.
And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
Boston on offense. Pass to Mourning. Back to Westbrook.
Joe Wallace. First personal foul. First team foul.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Mourning. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Such a gifted passer. Westbrook able to spot those openings and use them.
Pass to Billups. Here's Houston. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Mourning.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Chauncey Billups. First personal foul. Second team foul.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Mourning. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Even at this stage of his career, Westbrook is still a skilled playmaker in this league.
To the middle. Wallace outside. New York working the ball around now. Houston can't hit.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Down low. Pass to Billups. Inside. Here's Mutombo. And he goes in for the dunk.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
New York shooting their first free throw of the game. And the free throw, no good. Here's Nowitzki. Robinson defending. Here's Elliott. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Houston. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Westbrook. Still without a bucket. Drops in the three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
New York trailing. To the right side. The three. Houston can't hit.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to Nowitzki. way to start. Makes his first one.
This guy can put you in a sprint cycle faster than anybody. Westbrook out here just breaking ankles.
Outside Robinson. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Nowitzki. Pass to Mourning. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. 30 seconds left in the opening quarter. Driving to the basket. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. New York shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Aggressive move by Westbrook, but then again, look, what else is new?
Pass to Mutombo. Here's Houston. For 3. Sinks the tray. Houston's got 6.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
13, New York.
Well, we've seen some great... And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for New York.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively. Generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers. A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Here's Brunson. Clock at 6. Launches it from deep. Oh, wow! A bomb from Brunson.
Yeah, moonshot by Brunson. He makes you guard him out there.
Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
New York leading by 4. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Brunson. Puts up a 3. And again. New York with the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The drive by Rivers. Pass to Kamara. And it's New York with a rebound. The kick out to Brunson. 4-3. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing. Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
For 3, Smith gets the 3 ball to go. Smith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Stoudemire. And that one is hammered home.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebound by Stoudemire. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for Boston. 9-point game. Oh, misses the dunk. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Barron. Antetokounmpo inside. No made baskets yet. To the left wing. Back to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
Here's Rivers. First shot won't go. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Brunson outside. Adebayo grabs the board. Boston trails by 11. Here's Kamara. Again, the miss by Boston.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Adebayo grabs the board. Boston on offense. Nembhard, good.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Antetokounmpo with it. Antetokounmpo drives in. Outside Brunson. Here's the pick. Pass to Person. Lots of room. Good as the jump shot falls.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Here's Rivers. He's scoreless. To the inside. Here's Stoudemire. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. So hits one and misses one at the line. New York leading by 10. Pass to Brunson. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A minute 22 left to play in the first half.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Adebayo sets a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Stoudemire. Oh, my goodness!
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's Marin. Brunson looks it over. Drives to the hoop. For 3, Smith. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Smith's got 8 points in the quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
New York leading by 9. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Yep, that one goes. Marin's got his first points of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The shot by Stoudemire, no good. Right wing. And here's Brunson from the arc. On target from range. Brunson's got 12 points in the game. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks, with 4 3-pointers in the quarter alone, proving he's a threat at the arc. We'll be right back with you shortly. Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. And here's Westbrook. From deep. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Outside Brunson. Boston pulls it in.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Pass to Nowitzki. And Smith over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Nowitzki. Fader on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Antetokounmpo inside. Pass to Person. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Boston trails by 14. Here's Nowitzki. To the paint. Here's Mourning. Misses in close.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Marin. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Elliott. Westbrook outside. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by New York on the other end. To the inside. Mourning. And he jams it home with authority.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And some changes here for New York.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Boston on D. Down by 12. To the left side wing. For three, Robinson. Offensive rebound. The shot by Mutombo, no good. Boston on offense. Now here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. It's hauled in by Robinson. From 12 feet. That one's wide left. Now Westbrook. Pass to Nowitzki. Robinson with a double. Out to the right wing. Here's Mourning. 5 to shoot. Here's Nowitzki. And the jumper is good. Nowitzki's got his second basket of the night. New York leading by 10. They set a pick. Here he goes. And Billups gets it to go.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Dumars. Inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
It's stolen away. Kicks it out to Westbrook. The three is up. Knocks down the triple. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is big for Westbrook's confidence. When he's connecting from deep, this offense even more dynamic.
Here's Robinson. Pass to Billups. From deep three-point range. And here's Wallace. Here's Billups. He's got 6. Here's Mutombo. Buries it down low. Mutombo has gotten his second bucket of the game.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
To the middle. Pass to Mourning. Nice ball movement by Boston. Down low. Here's Nowitzki. Fades away. The putback. Here's Westbrook. Here's Mourning. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Inside. Pass to Elliott. Lets it go from deep. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out this quarter. Thanks for joining us again. For round one of the NBA playoffs. Knicks leading by 7. Here's Billups. Pass to Houston. The 3. Mutombo. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Rivers. Here's Nembhard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. From 11 feet away. And too long on the shot. Boston on offense. 9-point game. On the wing, Nembhard. Takes a 3. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
For 3, Robinson. Rebound by Stoudemire.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Nembhard outside. Back to Adebayo. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Stoudemire. Boom! He jams it straight down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Billups. Pass to Houston. Takes the 3. New York, again, can't hit. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Boston. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Oh, Adebayo's an aggressive player who plays with passion. Has to as an undersized center in this league.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. The sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Here's Kamara. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. New York needs to get off a shot here. Oh, Giannis dumps it home.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Pass to Mourning. 16 feet out. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. New York leading by 7. Brunson fires. Can't hit it.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Yes, sir.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Outside Brunson. Here's Robinson. From downtown. It's money from deep.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Nowitzki. Goes again. And yes, sir. Lays it up and in.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14. Brunson takes it himself. Now Antetokounmpo. Oh, no good on the layup. Quick two. Oh, net.
This is what you love to see. Westbrook sharing the ball with open teammates, making the right play.
Outside Brunson. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Brunson. Ooh, the three doesn't go. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Billups. Here's Robinson. Oh, he missed the jumper. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
From deep, the triple drops.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. Just don't want them to run out the clock.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
Well, first, you go for the steal on the inbound. If you can't get that, you foul and hope for some misses at the line.
The ball's knocked loose. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Here's Nowitzki to take the lead. Ooh, the shot misses. And so the big win by New York in a tight game.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Game 3 of the playoffs on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. Taking a look at New York, it all comes down to this. A well-fought series so far, but only one team will walk away victorious.
And this is the payoff for the work you put in during the regular season. Getting to play this deciding game in your own building. And these fans, I'm telling you, are ready to carry it.
Man, and how fortunate are we to be a part of something like this? I mean, come on, this is playoff drama at its highest level. The way these two teams have battled, it just felt all along like this series was destined to go the distance.
Pass to Mutombo. New York moving it around. Mutombo sets a screen. Houston. And he converts the layup. Houston's got his second basket of the night. Taking a look at New York. They've got a basic situation in front of them, Greg. Win tonight and move on, or become a spectator.
And in round one, especially, elimination games can be pressure-packed. You don't want to go home this soon. This is the time to put an entire season of effort into one game.
7-footer Nowitzki using that size inside and drawing the contact.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
Pass to Houston. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Nowitzki. Wallace covering. The kick out to Westbrook. Here is Elliott. From downtown. And Russell Westbrook good for three. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Russell Westbrook never lacks for confidence. And when he starts knocking down threes, he becomes impossible to guard.
And the jam by Wallace.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Here's Mutombo. Outside for Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
Now Westbrook. 5 points in the game. And Westbrook throws it down.
A guy with major bounce, Westbrook, can really get up there.
And here is Billups. Pass to Houston. Stolen by Dumars. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. No coverage that time. 9 points in the game so far.
That is really where Russell Westbrook excels. In transition with that great speed of his.
Robinson drives in. And they get it back. And it's Dikembe with the jam. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Westbrook. He's got 9. Pass to Nowitzki. Takes the 13-footer. And it's Boston with another.
And Nowitzki is money from the mid-range now. Like how high he keeps the ball. Really does a nice job of extending and keeping that ball away from the defense.
Billups. And Mourning sends it back. Mutombo with the ball. Mourning with some nice D.
He converts those at a high rate. Not that time.
And an intentional foul right there.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
City answer.
1:29 left in the first. Down low. Nowitzki draws the double. Back to Dumars. 5 to shoot. Here's Nowitzki. Robinson with the block. Inside. Here's Wallace. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Elliott. And he slams it one-handed.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Knicks trailed by 3. Left side, Billups. Here's Wallace. Hits the three-point bomb. Wallace has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Nowitzki is straight. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From 12 feet out. And again, it's Boston converting.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Pass to Houston. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Celtics lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from game 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Adebayo. That 3 off the mark. New York trailing. And the foul called on Toumani Camara. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Marin. Smith outside. Pass to Marin. It's stolen by Adebayo.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
Here's Nembhard. And they'll keep possession. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nembhard's got his first basket of the night.
Even with that defense draped all over him, Nembhard showing excellent touch around the rim to get the finish.
Brunson barreling in. It's up a 3. And Chuck Person good for 3, the rifleman. Person's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rivers scanning the floor. Adebayo high post. 5 on the clock. Here's Stoudemire. It's rebounded by Person.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Brunson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Brunson really is a leader both on and off the floor. His example, when he speaks words of truth and passion. And his will and drive to win is infectious. Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Stoudemire inside. In the corner, Kamara with it. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Knicks leading by 3. Giannis outside. Back to Brunson. It's stolen by Nembhard. Stoudemire left side. Pass to Nembhard. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Rivers in the corner. And so Boston again turning it over. New York with the ball. Here's Brunson. Pass to Marin. Here's Giannis. Good, nice job down low. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Clock is at 3. Brunson fires from way outside. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. To the paint. There's the steal. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Smith inside. Hasn't made one yet. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here's Marin. Clock at 6. Brunson with a clean look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brunson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
If Brunson gets space from beyond the arc, expect him to let it fly. He's extremely confident in his ability.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 5. Fires for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Stoudemire. The kick out to Adebayo. Back to Stoudemire. And Stoudemire slams it in.
Great admiration for Stoudemire's athleticism. You got to be aware of it now, because he'll get to the air and throw it down and hurt.
Here's Marin. Nothing on the board. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes a 3. The deep 3 by Brunson.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I'll tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Smith outside. Brunson outside. A three-pointer off the mark. No good on the shot. Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. And Boston has possession. They trail by 6. Now Dumars. Still without a basket. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Misses the 3. New York with the ball. Pass to Wallace. Back to Robinson. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Boston trails by 6. Outside Westbrook. Now Dumars. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Wallace. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Stolen by Dumars. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Pass to Nowitzki. It's stolen by Mutombo. Here's Houston. He has 5. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Boston trails by 6. 90 seconds now into the second half. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Knicks on defense.
Westbrook does not lack for style in finishing, and when you got his explosiveness, that's an easy thing to do.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Billups. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Shoots. Here's Mutombo. Makes it off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 6.
The 7-2 force around the hoop. I think I'd go to Mutombo in the post every trip.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. That one's not going to go.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Clock at 4. Billups, no good.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Lets it go with the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Billups got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Pass to Houston. Now here's Billups. Here's the 3. Billups with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Nowitzki sinks the high release 3.
You know, he's always ready to shoot the basketball, Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, as soon as he catches the pass, he's locked and loaded and ready to go. Great confidence in his stroke.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Billups. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. 9. To the inside. There's the triple. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Nowitzki draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Pass to Dumars. From past the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Dumars got his first 3 points of the game.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Billups with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Houston. Fires from deep. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Houston's got the lead up to 12 now for New York. Nowitzki outside. Mourning with the screen. Nowitzki, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
For three, Westbrook. Launches a three. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Boy, it's been a great game thus far for Westbrook, and he's not done yet. Never satisfied, always pushing the envelope.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Five-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Wallace. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. 8 points for Wallace.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Outside Billups. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the New York Knicks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk.
Boston 38. Come on, everyone.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. New York leading by 12. Here's Marin. Out to Brunson. 6 to shoot. And Boston with the rebound.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And Stoudemire in the corner. Rivers with it. Pass to Kamare. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adebayo, that's a two-pointer. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss. New York leading by 10. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
When you look at the length of Antetokounmpo, it really makes it hard for defenders. As a matter of fact, most of the time, they have no chance to deal with it.
And so he makes both from the line. Boston trails by 12. Here's Nowitzki. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Got to D Nowitzki up from here. I mean, an amazing scorer who can light you up from just about anywhere. He's got a great stroke for a 7-footer.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Nowitzki inside. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Now here's Young. Pass to Marin. To the left side wing. Brunson surveying the D. And it's sent back by Nowitzki.
And, you know, Nowitzki is capable of 86 in these shots now. That means rejection, using his height and wingspan to deny.
Boston trails by 10. Here's Mourning. Second chance effort. He takes it up and plays it in. Mourning's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Brunson outside. And the Knicks miss again.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Nowitzki for 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. They are really piling up the steals in this one.
And he drives in.
Giannis, what rim protection from him, using that endless length.
Now Robinson. Now Brunson. Mutombo sets a screen. Puts it up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. .144 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Nowitzki. Just 4 to shoot. No good there. And Zurianis will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Now Phillips. Outside, Brunson. Antetokounmpo from deep. They shoot again. No good. And here's Boston. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Phillips. And here is Robinson. Now onto the Kuhn ball. And the layup is off. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
Now Westbrook to tie it up. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
They're having a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
Now Brunson. From outside. For the win. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here we go. Here's Westbrook. Nowitzki a screen. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And for his size, Nowitzki's abilities as a shooter are really special. This guy can knock it down as if he played in the backcourt.
Can't get it.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Knicks making a change here.
Now into the lineup for New York.
Westbrook with it. Outside Dumars. Nowitzki outside. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 10. It's Dirk getting it done inside.
And Nowitzki is a lethal scorer. Feels like he can knock down any shot on the court.
Outside Brunson. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Now Nowitzki. They double team Nowitzki. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Now here's Billups. And down goes the three.
Impressive accuracy from Houston, nailing even a difficult deep shot.
Here's Nowitzki. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. 2 points. That one goes.
Even during huge possessions, Nowitzki excellent at finding ways to score because he always stays in the moment.
Now here's Billups. Driving in. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. It's the Celtics ball. Now Westbrook. It's tipped. And stolen by Billups. Oh, the dunk to punctuate.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Here's Westbrook. Now Nowitzki. From 11. And it doesn't go. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Austin making a switch here. It's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
It's in.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot and tie it, and take my chances in overtime.
Outside Westbrook. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't a great big in the postseason?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals.